Hello, welcome to lesson 34. This is division with zeros in the quotient. Now, this is a continuation of our long division. However, we're going to see zeros in the quotient, and that tends to get a little messy sometimes, but it doesn't have to be messy because we're still doing the exact same steps as we always have with long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, so our quotient, again, is our answer to our division problem. So that's where we're going to see zeros. Now, I'm going to write my steps off to the side here just to remind myself. I have dad, mom, sister, brother, and I'm going to divide first. 6 goes into 36 how many times? Well, it goes in 6 times because I know 6 times 6 is 36. And there's my multiplication. 6 times 6 is 36. That's what I subtract. 36 minus 36 is 0, and then I bring down my 5. After I bring down, I go all the way back up. How many times can 6 go into 5? Well, it can't, but I still have to put something there. I'm going to put a 0 because 6 goes into 5 0 times. It can't go in at all. So I subtract 0 times 6 is 0, minus 0, my leftover is 5. So my quotient becomes 60, remainder 5. Again, my steps are still all the same. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. After I bring down, I have to go back up again. I want you to think about these steps and be intentional about them. Don't try to create shortcuts unless you're very, very comfortable, which you already know. If you're very comfortable with division right now or long division, and you have been for a while, then there might be some exceptions that you can probably skip this whole step or just say bring down 5. I know to put 0 and that's my remainder. Otherwise, I want you to be intentional about doing each step. That way, you get more and more comfortable and you realize what you're doing, and then you're writing it down, and then you know mentally, I don't need to write this down because I know this is the rest of my answer. So now we're going to look at example 2. 635 now divided by 6. So I divide first. How many times can 6 go into 6? Well, that's pretty simple. It goes in 1 time because 1 times 6 is 6. That's what I subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0, and then I bring down my 3. After I bring down, I can only bring down 1 digit at a time. Again, very important, because I know 6 can't go into 3, but I still have to go and divide again. How many times can 6 go into 3? It can't. So I put 0. This is why it's very important to remember. If I were to say, well, 6 can't go into 3, so I'm going to bring down the 5 now, then I might just be skipping my whole answer, and it changes the value completely, and you'd get it very wrong. So 6 goes into 3 0 times 6 is 0, minus 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. Then I can bring down my 5. How many times can 6 go into 35? That's dividing. Well, let's see. 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times 6 is 36. So it only goes in 5 times. Multiply 5 times 6 is 30, minus 30. That's my subtraction. And then I subtract. 35 minus 30 is 5. I have nothing else to bring down, so that's my remainder. Again, as long as you follow these exact steps and do exactly, not try to skip, not try to create shortcuts that you're not very confident in, then honestly, this is very simple. We're still doing long division, and we still have the exact same steps. Nothing has completely changed. So you just really need to realize, don't take shortcuts unless you are very, very confident. All right, thank you very much for listening. This is your practice set problems that you'll be doing. 122 divided by 4, $5.25 divided by 5, $6.18 divided by 2, and 4,981 divided by 6. Thank you very much for listening.